Animal Crossing for Nintendo Switch is releasing on April 29th, 2019. What does hearing that make you think? Hopefully, it alerts your crazy sensors, because this rumor that won't seem to go away sure seems crazy to us. What's going on, guys and girls? It's Zach from Switchforce. Gabe is here, and all over the Nintendoverse right now is talk of Animal Crossing supposedly launching on April 29th. That would be in 2.5, nearly 3 months, but I think that is way too soon.
I think that is absolutely bonkers, to say it in a little bit more of an aggressive way. I don't think there's any chance we get Animal Crossing that soon, because we don't know the name of the game. We've seen 0 real trailers or gameplay for it, and I mean, if the game's coming that soon, you would imagine that we know a little bit more about it, right?
Yeah, you would think that there would be a plethora of pre-release coverage and hype for a game of this caliber, and if they had done a full dump when it was initially unveiled last year and then said coming April 29th, okay, maybe that's believable. And there are more reasons why April 29th makes little to no sense. We'll get into those in a minute. First, let's talk about how this originated. Back on January the 7th, there was a tweet from a user at Lovehearts who said, "Lads, I went into GameStop to have a look at the Switch games, and I ended up placing a deposit on a pre-order for the new Animal Crossing game. It's going to cost €70, and it has a date of release on April 29th. But the guy said that's an estimate, and it could be here earlier." So that, I guess, caused a little bit of buzz. That was followed up on January the 26th in another tweet from a user called QuakeScopesZZ, who says, "All Animal Crossing fans, after talking to the manager at Game, I can confirm that the estimated release for Animal Crossing Switch is the 29th of April. And yes, there will be a special Switch edition later in the year. Animal Crossing Switch trailer estimate February. Get hyped." And someone responded to him saying, "How do we know this?" And he responded saying, "This is what I was informed from the manager of a game store, as they get info of games in advance of public announcements and releases." So we're talking 2 UK Switch gamers, 2 stores, GameStop and Game, both claiming an April 29th date, and Game even going as far as to say there will be a special edition Switch later in the year, and that the first trailer will drop this month.
Isn't that already like a little off-putting, the fact that they are saying the game's out in April, but there's going to be a special edition Switch later in the year? Like, that already is sort of weird to me, and I don't buy it.
Yeah, and that the trailer February, like, I do know that stores get access to promotional materials ahead of time, but the odds that there's nothing revealed for the game, not even a name, not even a screenshot, but that stores already have insight, promotional materials, some sort of long plan for the game, including when the trailer drops and when the special edition console comes out, it does seem kind of bananas. And it's interesting that these are spread 2-ish weeks apart, that it wasn't like, oh, the same day someone was just spreading faulty news. It's 2 different stores, multiple weeks apart. It is a little odd and coincidental of why do they have this date in mind. But if we look a little bit deeper, we find that April 29th is a Monday. Now, Nintendo does not do big releases on Monday. If you want to look at the list of their last first-party games, really the last, almost all of them, you've got New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on a Friday, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on a Friday, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee on a Friday, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on a Friday. You go all the way back to the original launch, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on a Friday, Super Mario Odyssey on a Friday. So the likelihood that they would pick Monday, it's not even Tuesday like the typical game release date, it's not Friday like their usual first-party launch date, just a Monday in April. None of this matches up.
Yeah, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to tell you that no matter how many times you see that Animal Crossing is coming out in April, it's probably not happening. I sort of feel that this serves a little bit of a PSA, Zach, for don't believe everything you hear online. And yeah, we get excited for rumors and stuff like that, but you don't need to do a lot of digging on this one before you kind of just find out that whatever is buried here isn't the real McCoy. Ooh, Zach, that's a very old phrase. You like that?
So many crossover treasure puns there, and just diving into situation puns. I like that a lot. And I think, there is a morsel of a chance that there's an early February direct and they do reveal a bunch about Animal Crossing. But even if that is the case, I can't see this game coming out in April. We know that Yoshi Crafted World launches at the end of March. We don't know anything beyond that in terms of specific release dates, so of course Nintendo does need to fill us in. But it feels like Animal Crossing is much more of a summer or early fall game, not something that is going to be sprung upon us in spring. Let us know your take in the comments down below. We will keep a tab on this. I really thought it would go away after the first report a day or so ago, but it's being picked up by more and more sites and discussed more and more. I am 98.5% sure that this is complete hogwash. I don't know how two separate stores had the same info, but that could be pure coincidence, or it could have been message board reading or Twitter reading. Maybe the second store saw the tweet from the first person and they just picked it up from there. Who knows? Either way, don't think it's happening. Let us know your take in the comments down below. Animal Crossing will be on Switch in 2019, just probably not this soon. In the meantime, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from the Switch. Their next Direct, their next Animal Crossing will have real info as soon as it is dropped from Nintendo themselves. Until then, though, for myself and Gabe, Switch Force